to Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wildcats ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the house, but there is a flag on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Works the middle. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To throw, it's Sorsby. Finds his big tight end. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Looking for a productive play on first down. They want to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Royer. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Pryor. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. He might want another play. To the air. It's Stone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in cover. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Got him downfield. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. On the run, it's Pryor. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. He'll sneak it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Stone. Got his man. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. On target over the middle. Off to the races. The 10. Touchdown, Northwestern. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's going to fire deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Grove. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Stone. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got his man on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Great protection there, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and let his receiver work across the formation.
And he did a great job working across the formation, finding a hole, quarterback, good timing, waiting on it. Nice strike.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw it, Stone. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pryor. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Caught over the middle. It's Pryor. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Now facing a third and long. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And he's still running after the move. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bearcats are in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Sneaks it in.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Farrell. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Good, right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Northwestern right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they
breaks into the open. Stepped out of bounds with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the comeback is on.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Back to throw, it's Stone. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Drive just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's out past the 35. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. they take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score, there's no end in sight for these guys.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan, so big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by 13 to Colorado State. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They go to the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Snagged out of the air. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Stone. Going for it all. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. Wants to fire on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught. He's loose. Touchdown, Northwestern. And here they come, almost all the way back. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Turning it on. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Dropping back, it's Stone. Got a man, it's Farrell. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking for space, it's Porter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Leaving the punt team on the sideline, they'll go for it 4th and short from the 45. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab play for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
32.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for room, it's Porter. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass, it's Stone. It's complete to the left. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Northwestern.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll move the tight end. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. We are all tied up here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Might be changing the route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Farrell. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
You got to give the defense credit here, David. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game. A lot of these guys have played tons of snap. Yeah, they're all out there, and they're exhausted, and they're tired, but they are still fighting, and they're able to come away with that.
Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so in the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
you ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quickly complete. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Back to pass, it's Stone. Rifles it down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Man, he just continues to be on fire at the quarterback spot, continues to chew up yards. Over 100, over 200, over 300. Now we're over 450. Have yourself a day, young man.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And the Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they've moved out front here on the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Bowling Green looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Warrior. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. To the air, it's Sorsby. Snagged in the middle, it's Allen. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. He makes a grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Go straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. If we need to go for it on fourth down, this offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Cincinnati.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Farrell. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Scanning the field, it's Stone. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
Hard running there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal. Get them tackled to the ground.
Touchdown, Wildcats! They strike first here in overtime.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Walker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that would be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Third and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Now first down here in the second overtime. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Under fire. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble and throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, in 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This thing has been back and forth now. First and goal as they try to take the lead in overtime number 2. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Bearcats! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. Using the quick game. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Stone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Porter. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. 3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wildcats. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They've got to get it in on the 2-point try to force a 3rd overtime. To the air, it's Stone. They got it, ties the game, and will play on in the 3rd overtime.
You talk about executing great in a big-time moment. That's a have-to-have play. I got to have this play to continue this football game. Coming up clutch, great execution by the offensive Palmer. We got more free football, baby.
At this point, it's going to come down to which defense can get a stop, which defense can hunker down, even though they're exhausted, and make a play to win this game.
So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. If he houses this, it's ball game. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. He will finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion.
42 Spiders! 42 Spiders!
He wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's it! That's the ball game. The 2-point try gets it done. I know how to sum up this